Okay, so this is a demonstration of a user experience workflow. You could call it an animatic for short. It's a little too hard to show things maybe in static wireframes, how things might actually work. So this is a little bit closer to an actual experience. This is about as close as we can get without actually coding anything. So it might be helpful. So I'm going to start with something really small, and this is going to be how to specify a collecting agent or group as part of a collecting event. So there's obviously going to be a lot more fields on this screen, but I'm just focusing on this one process. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to type in the verbatim agent from the label. So I'm just going to go ahead and type that exactly how it appears. I have 3 agents. I do know who the first person is, so I'm going to go ahead and start typing their last name. It's going to pull up a list. Now, I think it might be helpful if we show people how many entries are associated with each search result, because over time, I know that I've already selected Chris Hansel, 30 or 40 times this week. So I know it's the Hansel with 247 entries. So you might have to do some initial research to figure out, oh geez, which Chris Hansel is it? But once you know, this is just a nice little mnemonic device, pardon me, that might help you associate. So you'll see that number changing and you won't see other numbers changing. So you know, oh, this is the Chris Hansel we must be working with. So I'm going to go ahead and select him. It's just going to then show that this guy is a known agent. A little tooltip could pop up and maybe I could click there to view his profile. I could go ahead and remove him if I got the wrong one. And I'm just going to go ahead and re-add him by, again, simulating typing the name and selecting from the list the Chris Hansel that I'm pretty sure that this is the Chris Hansel. All right, now the second guy, I don't know this guy. He's guy incognito. There could be search results here, but in this case, let's pretend there aren't. So I could create a new agent, but what if I don't know him and I don't want to know him? I just want to enter the name and just have it on record that there is an unknown agent known as guy incognito that's the second in the list. So I can just go ahead and click that, and it will save that as basically just a text string entry with no association in the system. Little tooltip could say this guy is an unknown agent. I want to be very clear. I don't want to introduce any fancy functionality to convert unknown agents into known agents. It introduces too much room for data error. So you're going to have to just remove that guy incognito once you know him or once he's in the system, and you'll have to re-add him or create new. Just to simplify things, again, we might be able to come up with some fancy functionality, but it's a hornet's nest. So let's just say I don't know who he is. I don't want to know who he is. So I'm just going to label him as an unknown agent. And there we go. So the third guy isn't in the system yet as I'm searching here. I'm not getting any search results, but I do know him and I have info for him. Maybe it's me. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new agent on the fly. This is the sort of create new agent screen. I can specify my display name, given names, family, email, aliases, 1 per line, pick an organization, and then some notes. Now, I just want to note that only the display name is really important to me here. As long as I am associating entries with an agent object, as long as I have a display name, that's great. The rest of the fields, we could have 1 extra field, we could have 1 million extra fields. That'll just help us, with the granularity of how many James Smolenskis we might end up with in the system. But in this case, I do know most of this info, so I'm going to go ahead and save that new agent. And there he is in the list. And again, I can decide, oh, I got the wrong James A. Smolensky. I'm going to go ahead and remove him from this list. And again, start typing it in, create a new agent, put at least a display name. But again, if you know the given name, family name, or any other aliases or whatever, we can go ahead and save that. And that's it. I can reorder these if I want, if I realize I put them in the wrong order, but I can see they're 1, 2, 3. So I have them 1, 2, 3. So they're all good. I could remove any of these guys. I could check out their profiles. And I always know who's a known agent and who's a known agent simply by seeing that this guy has an ID card and this guy has a big X. And that is a demonstration of basically anywhere in the system that we might want to specify either a verbatim agent or known or unknown agents. Thank you very much.